The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Coleman now. Room here to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 2nd down, Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. shotgun snap for Watson. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Watson now on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go. What? 90.
Now Watson. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. run again with Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Here's Coleman. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Cook has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on second is Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go!
From the gun, here's Watson. And fights through one man. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Watson off play action. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go!
Throwing again is Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Try it 38. Try it 38.
Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Watson. And Rudolph has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. Ryan now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Called in by Anderson, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go. One, nine. Come on, let's flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, this is Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true, you can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Handoff comes to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Back to throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Fresh set of downs here. Tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Fires one, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now here's a carry heading left. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here we go.
Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.